Okay, let's get to it. So a lot of the bobbers are going to come with the bobber stops, especially when you're ordering online or whatever. Some stuff in stores will carry them together or they'll be sold separately. But this is just the easiest way to do this. Let's show you how you can put it on here real quick. All right, so you're going to take your string, you're going to go through all the way, pull it through. It's not critical. I usually give it 2 or 3 feet. And then all you're going to do is pull, for this one it's the green part, pull it off to the right so that this black tube can just slide all the way off. Don't have to worry about it anymore. And this can just cinch down just like that. Not super tight, but just enough to where it takes a little bit of effort to pull it from side to side. All right, so next is the bead. It just goes all the way up against that bobber stopper. So right there. See that? Okay. It's ready to go. And next will be the bobber itself. I got these ones. They're just what I had at my local hardware store. I know Phil's a pretty common brand, but you can see the top, it's got a small little skinny hole. Bottom's got a bigger, more wide hole. Easier to pull that line all the way through it after you start on the top part here. So you start in the small hole, right there. Start feeding this puppy all the way down. Pretty quick you'll see it drop the other end right there. And just pull till you're all the way to that stopper right there. And that is it. That is the slip bobber setup. That's all there is to it. Now stay tuned if you want to see how to set up the hook for minnows and how to set up your jig. I know a lot of people use 1/8 ounce jig heads. I like to use 1/4 ounce. It pulls that bobber all the way down from the very beginning, and that's a good thing for me. It just makes the bobber easier to watch. I feel like it has less issues getting hit by the waves and all that. So that is that. So let me see if I can show y'all how to tie this hook. I'm gonna do here. I'll switch what I was gonna do. You want to take your string, fold it in half, leave yourself a couple inches of that tail, pinch it kind of closed, just small enough to get through the eye of the needle. Bring it all the way through till you reach the end. I'm gonna bring it over the tip right here. And as you start to cinch it closed, you'll take it, grab one end of it, leave this one loose, and you'll just take this excess and start looping it through there. A couple times. I can get it to work with both hands. There we go. There's that. Just grab the end right here and pull. Whoops. Just like that. And then pull on the pull end of your string. And it should, so I can get it cleaned up. Anyway, it turned out good. It just was messy getting there, but I'll make a little animation or something and stick it at the end of the video for those of you who really want to know how to tie this knot. But that's it right there. You just cut off the excess. All right, and then just take your jig, Run it up on there. Some people go real high up. I like to go just enough to where it'll hook right over that little notch. You see that notch right there? I like to go just to where it'll catch on that. Right there. Still not quite there. This one's a little small for this anyway. Get it all the way up, I guess. Okay, right there. And this one's ready to go. It'll just kind of wiggle through the water as that bobber holds it in place. Now the whole thing about the slip bobbers is they can change the depth. So as you're fishing, you may find those crappie are a little deeper. You just move this up, and then now your bobber comes all the way up with it. And you find that they're at top water or just a little higher up, you go all the way back, and now you're in just a couple foot of water. And it's just a really easy way to gauge depth, to know right where you're at, where those crappie are hitting, how they're hitting. And yeah, this is just the ultimate crappie setup. So go get yourself some slip bobbers and good luck. If you're going to use live bait, then you might want to set up like this. So here's the split shot sinker. You know, you can put it maybe a foot away from the hook and have the hook set up. And when you're hooking a minnow, there's lots of different options. Some people will hook through the mouth and then come out the gills, kind of like that. And my personal favorite way is right through the back without going through the spine, just like that. You can just picture that little minnow swimming around. The other thing is you can move this sinker a lot closer to the hook. I haven't noticed, you know, crappie can be a little finicky, but with live bait, it's live bait. They're going to grab it either way, no matter where the sinker is. So I tend to go a little more north with it, but I know a lot of people that fish with that sucker right here on the hook or real close to it. Not a big difference either way. Shout out real quick to this little bag. It's big enough for a tackle box, you know, a small tackle box. Needle nose. Got a little knife I keep right here. If I can get it, there you go. Got a little knife I keep right here. Sometimes I'll stick my scale in there in case you catch any slabs. Pretty good, just like that. And yeah, it's a handy little pouch. Always try to have one on me when I'm fishing, especially crappie fishing, because it's always handy to have things right there at your hip when you need them. If you're interested in getting one, we're going to be selling them on eBay pretty quick. My wife makes them here in Texas. All right, we just threw it out there. No action yet. Oh, we got a big one.
Ooh, big one.
Look at that.
Oh, wow, big one.
Sadly, it is not a crappie. All right, instead of trying to find or make an animation, we're just gonna get a bigger hook and some just regular string and try to show you how to tie this real quick. So I can go right here. Gonna take this string, leave about 2 or 3 inches, fold it over itself right here. All right, got it all through. All right, and then you just go over the hook like this, pull it back just a little bit, and when it's about there, you take 3 of those threads basically, leave 1 loop coming down, take this, you're just gonna go in that loop a couple of times.
What doing?
So one more time. And this time I'm going to pinch the top of the hook so I can't mess it up like last time. Because it worked, it just took forever to get there. So then you basically just pull on both of these at the same time at first, And then pull, pull, pull till it cinches all the way up. Okay, it's cinched tight. Good solid pull.